Do you believe it's unhelpful when Joe Biden says in your home state, Danville, Virginia, to a racially mixed audience that the GOP and Mitt Romney want to place all you folks back in chains?
Yeah, I think Joe Biden misspoke that day.
Okay.
Yeah. And listen, I'm a good friend of Joe's, been a friend of him for 40 years. You know, I wish he hadn't, I understood he was trying to do to say the most viable people were still able to work with to get things done, but you should never quote Herman Talmadge and Jim Eastland.
Right.
You shouldn't. Jim Eastland said that African Americans were inferior people. You shouldn't quote them. But no, language like that, and he made it, no, of course not.
What do you think of Kamala Harris's attacks on Joe, with the two senators that you just mentioned? Joe Eastland and also Fritz Holling. What do you think of Kamala's attacks on Joe?
I've been in politics. I used to be chairman of the National Party. You're the front runner. People are going to attack you. That was a well-researched, well-thought-out attack on him. That's fair. He's the front runner. But more bothersome to me is I didn't like the last debate. Mm-hmm. In fairness, folks, I don't want to hear about busing 40 years ago. I really don't. I think people tuned in the other night. We got people in America today, we've got, as I say, issues. K-12 was never mentioned. Workforce development was never mentioned. Cybersecurity was never mentioned. Infrastructure was never mentioned. And lowering drug prices was never mentioned. My point is, I don't want to relitigate the past. We don't. I got to beat Trump. I want to beat Trump. But we've got to talk as a party about issues that people care about at home. And I've told the CNN people, I want a question. Family of 4. I got prescription drug, I can't afford it. Help me, tell me exactly how you're going to reduce prescription drug prices. What happened in the 1970s? And I just worry as a party, let's not get caught in this trap. And every time we play on immigration, we're playing on Trump's battlefields. Let's be very clear. And
in what way?
So, the last debate, we had a lot of discussion that people who come across the border, they'll not be charged with any crime. Then we immediately move to how many people want to give these folks health care. Now, I'm sitting home, not me, but Americans are sitting home saying, wait a minute, what about me? Mm-hmm. Who's talking about the issues? And that's my point. Of course we want to take care of everybody, but we better focus on the stuff. And then they talk about Medicare for all, which I'm going to lose my private insurance. So let me get this straight. I'm going to lose my insurance, my health insurance, but we want to provide all these folks here with health insurance over here. I mean, folks, we got to get in the game on this. So I don't blame Kamala for doing it. She's entitled to go out and do it. I see the polls today. Biden's back up higher than he was before the first debate.
Kamala's down by 8.
And she went down a little bit. So, people want to beat Trump. I mean, if you're asking me, what's the biggest answer? They want to beat Trump.